CJ, a favorite scuba diver here with Deep South Divers. We are doing an inspection on the submerged area of the indoor swim qualification pool at Parris Island Marine Corps Recruit Depot. We've done several patches to this pool in the past, and the first thing I'm going to do is go down and check some of my previous patch work and see how it's holding up. This right here is one of the patches. This patch has been patched and then repatched in order to be able to get the correct appearance. From the surface you can't see it. Underwater here I definitely can. I can see the patch itself, which looks really good. This area here is not matching quite right, but it's close. And you can see this is the deep end of the pool. You can see how mottled it is and how a poor water quality issue in the past has leached some of the lime out of the concrete, creating like a moon rock sort of appearance. Now that type of surface makes it very difficult to make perfect patches. But the good news is that it doesn't have to be a perfect patch, because the interior appearance is so mottled anyway. Here I am checking a previous patch, and I like the way that it has stopped additional damage. So I'm counting ladders in order to be able to recall the location later on. This is an enormous pool, and I want to put a little bit of speckled concrete over the top of that to make that not so white. You can see what I think of that there. This is the surface that I'm trying to match now. It's very different from some of my original patchwork. And these right here are not patches. That's actually prior surfaces of the pool being exposed due to that lack of water quality in the past. And I'm commenting to myself that it's very mottled now. Looks like a moon surface, you know. Here I note that there's a line. You see that line there? There's a line in the concrete. That's where something was dragged across the concrete. This too, something dug into that concrete right there and was sort of pulled across. Now I would normally try to get the owner of a pool like this to maybe not have weights and stuff in the pool, but that's part of what it takes to make Marines, right? They're weighing them down and stuff, and there's going to be scrapes and bumps and bruises and stuff. You can see here there's more damage from something that was dragged across the bottom of the pool. There's not really any way to avoid that. So we just have to fix damage that's there. Here's obvious damage. This is where something hit and kind of scraped up. I put a hole in one of the surfaces. There's about 4 different surfaces to that pool. And it'll be my job to create a patch for that, to at least seal it and have it not break any further back. Here I am measuring with my hands. Give myself an idea of how much material I'm going to need. Looks like 1 by 2 hands, about 1/4 inch thick or so, and my patch will end up looking very much like that. So what I'm pointing out here is that the edges look really great, and it has sealed up nicely, but the speckles in it are a little bit weird, and I'll probably put some more material over that to get a better match. This is a patch right here that was done prior to us. And what I'm saying there is that the edges are really great. It has sealed well. We didn't do that patchwork, somebody else did before us, but the appearance is nothing at all like the bottom of the pool, the rest of the pool. Again, like a moon-like surface. And here's some of the tile work. We've repaired these tiles in the past, and it looks like there's a new chip out of the tile that was not repaired. So you can see that the newer tiles are a little bit bluer because they're newer than the old tiles. Here's a little bit more obvious. This whole edge there, that was all a repair that we did. And that has sealed very well, not moving at all. But you can see there's little chips and dings taken out of some of the older tile. Those are all damaged tiles that were not damaged the last time we were in there. Else we would have pulled those up and put new tiles in. So yeah, we put new tiles in here and there, and you know, anything like this, you can hear me go, ooh. This is a surface that has been pretty heavily damaged. What I'm doing here is I'm looking at the edges to see what has separated from the previous surface. And I'll actually break some of it off. And that looks terrible, but I want to break off anything that's already pulled up so that I can get an accurate idea on measurement, so that I can create a patch that will seal up like you see in some of my other patches there, other previous patchwork. This is a pretty big hole. This is several hands. You'll see me measure it out in a second. Yep, I want to get all of that stuff that's separated. I want to get all that stuff broken off. Now I will, I'll bring the right amount of material, but I'll always give it, an extra 20% or so, just in case that, by the time I go to do the repair, it has separated further. And I'll probably use a claw hammer or a crowbar or something to make sure that everything, all of the separated material is in fact off, and that I'm attaching directly to material that is well sealed against the previous surface of the pool. The stuff is rather fragile. It's what they call gunite, which is a thin, decorative layer of concrete. Yeah, that appears to be pretty solid there. See if I can get it. All right, that's going to give me a pretty accurate idea on size and how much material I need to bring with me in order to be able to patch this hole and reseal and make sure that there's no additional separation that's going to happen between this gunite and the previous surface of the pool. I'm not sure about ages. I think that this latest surface that is currently the top surface of the pool, I think that was in the late in the 80s. I would say 5 hands that way by about 4 hands this way. Still looking for edges there. Not entirely satisfied with how well that is stuck and sealed up. That's probably a pretty good accurate depiction there of how much material I'm going to need. So I say 1/2, that's about a 1/2 inch thick. Looks like that's 1/4. That's more like 1/4 of an inch thick. Half an inch. And there is more like 1/4 of an inch. So what I'll do is I'll brush the surface with a stainless steel brush, and kind of just repeating my measurements there, 4x5. I'll brush the area there with a stainless steel brush, bring in the material, and restick new material, which will create a level surface and prevent that hole from growing any further. Now, meanwhile, I have to pick all this stuff up here because the vacuum cleaners there probably will not pick up the heavier chunks. So, of course, I got to clean up after myself here. But this right here is easily the largest hole. Here's some previous patchwork. Looks like that's been patched twice, which is why I point out that there's 3 different surfaces there. And I'll probably put some more material over that. And I'm saying that the edges are good. It has done its job in terms of patchwork and that kind of stuff. But I'm not happy with the way that the appearance is. The white is too white, and the blue speckle is there's too much of it. So I say that's 6x4. I'd probably put a thin layer over that to kind of cover it and try to match the bottom a little bit better. So historically, I've always done the patchwork myself. The last time that we did patchwork, I had to bring in some other divers and train them to do it, and I think that I'm happier with my job than the jobs that they did. This is a patch as well. Not happy with the appearance on that. I said it's okay. I said seal-wise it's fine. But here next to it, you can see that that's not a patch. That white area over there is not a patch. That's a scrape. So again, it's difficult to tell where the patches are, which is great. I'd probably put some more material over all of that here too. There's just some thin areas from the abuse of the pool, and I mean it's not abuse. It's training. That's how it goes. But I can definitely put some more material down to prevent issues. You can see here there's an area there that isn't sealed very well. It's not meeting the edges very well, so I'd definitely put some more material down here too. Doesn't appear to have any to show any signs of delamination or lifting or anything, so that's good. But I'll put some more material down there anyway, just to get rid of that pit, that hole. Yeah, she definitely could use some more attention, and which is a great thing because I've gotten very good at this, and I would love to do it for the Marine Corps. Now, occasionally in the bottom of the pool, I see this kind of stuff. This is oil. Somebody had oil in the bottom of their boot, and they jumped in the pool, and it jammed it into jammed the motor oil or grease into the bottom of the pool. And what I would do for that is actually chip that out of there, because once discolored, it will never color again. It will never color correctly again. So that's it. I would chip that out and put some more material in there too, and that would become virtually invisible, take care of that stain. That's it. So SeaJay here signing out, and we'll see you on the next video.